4 steps to transform yourself, love your craft, and succeed in business. Have you ever wondered what makes a person truly beautiful? Clothing, skills, or the light that radiates from within? Warm greetings to you. Life often pushes us to run too fast, to the point we forget that behind every dress, every shade of lipstick, every hairstyle, lies a soul searching for its true beauty. And today, I want us to slow down, just a little, to talk about the journey of inner beauty. A journey each of us, whether learning a craft, starting a business, or already successful, must revisit at least once. Core mindset. Learn the craft, learn people, learn to be human. When starting a business in fashion or beauty, the most important thing is not capital, customers, or tools, but mindset. The way we see the craft, see people, and see ourselves. If a craftsperson only focuses on finishing a product, they stop at the level of doing the job. If a creator looks deeper, understanding they are bringing value to people and to life, they are stepping into the path of serving the soul of the craft. And when a businessperson knows how to transform creativity, love, and understanding into products that help others feel confident, happy, and beautiful, they are truly starting a business with compassion, achieving success with wisdom, and building sustainability with integrity. These 3 layers of awareness, learning the craft, learning people, learning to be human, form the foundation of every journey in fashion, beauty, and creativity. Let's explore each one deeply, practically, and transformationally. Learning the craft, the root of every career. Before speaking of creativity, we must speak of fundamentals. A person in fashion or beauty, if they do not understand the principles of the product, works only by instinct. To understand a product is to understand life. A dress, a garment, a hairstyle, or a makeup style all have structure, rhythm, emotion, and soul. When we understand material, form, color, and proportion, we are learning to listen to the essence of beauty, not superficial beauty, but beauty built on order and harmony. A true craftsman does not chase trends, they understand the essence of trends. They know what suits a person's energy, personality, and era. They don't need to copy, yet they create work that makes people stop, admire, and remember. Learning the craft is not merely mastering technique, it is training your ability to feel and generate aesthetic energy. Design thinking is a state of mindfulness, knowing when to add, when to remove, when to shine, when to simplify. The simpler something appears, the more mastery it requires. The deeper you understand, the more humility you need. And in the business world, technical skills cannot be separated from business and communication skills. If your product is the soul, the way you share its story is the language of that soul. Speak with genuine energy. When introducing a product, don't talk about price, talk about value, emotion, and the journey you poured into it. That is what opens hearts, not wallets. A master no longer asks, "How do I sell this?" but instead asks, "How do I give this product a soul so that others can feel the love within it?" At that point, you are no longer a salesperson, you are a transmitter of energy. Sustain this long enough, and your skill becomes your brand. A brand is not a logo or slogan, it is the energy you leave in people's hearts. People remember you not just because you create beauty, but because you create beauty with heart. That is the most solid foundation for any creative career. Learning people, the art of communication and character. Once you master your craft, the next lesson is learning people. Because no one can go far alone. Those who understand people realize that everyone who enters our life, customers, colleagues, teachers, even competitors, is a teacher on our journey. If we learn gratitude, respect, and graceful communication from them, every workday becomes self-cultivation. Learning people is not about imitation, it is about understanding others and understanding yourself. A beauty professional can change someone's life, but only if they know how to listen and empathize. Without understanding, every product becomes soulless. Without respect, every interaction becomes shallow. Learning people means learning to introduce yourself humbly yet confidently, to say thank you, and to take responsibility when needed. It means placing trust and kindness above money. Because in this field, you are not selling a product, you are giving trust. A smart entrepreneur does not compete by lowering prices, they amplify value. They do not speak ill of others, because negative energy drags them down. They do not need to prove their worth, true strength needs no validation. Instead of comparing, they choose to collaborate and grow together. A community with shared energy, shared direction, and mutual respect will take you farther than any solitary path. Learning people is also learning when to stop. When someone attacks you, you do not need to retaliate. When someone misunderstands you, you do not need to explain. Those who know their own worth do not make noise. In the competitive world of fashion and beauty, quiet confidence is a form of class. In that stillness, you begin to see clearly. Business is not about selling more, but understanding better. When you understand that people need to feel loved, respected, and seen, your product becomes a bridge for them to reach those feelings. You are no longer selling, you are helping them love themselves. And people always return to the ones who help them love themselves more. Learning to be human, the true energy of success. A person who is skilled can make a living. A person who understands people can gain reputation. But only a person who learns to be human can live peacefully, happily, and sustainably. Those who work in fashion or beauty, if they cannot love themselves, will eventually burn out. Learning to be human is learning the art of preserving energy. Not always being happy, but knowing how to return to balance. Not always succeeding, but rising again after every fall. Learning to be human is caring for yourself the way an artist cares for their masterpiece. You are the first product of your own life. A neat appearance, a gentle voice, a kind gaze. These are the most natural forms of marketing. Without advertising, your energy alone speaks louder than any slogan. And when you truly live with positive energy, you naturally want to give. Not for recognition, but because giving is receiving. Caring for customers is not a strategy, it is the instinct of a kind person. Helping someone feel more confident and happier is the deepest meaning of the beauty profession. Those who create value for others never remain poor. The value they plant always returns, perhaps not as money, but as joy, gratitude, and greater opportunities. And everything begins with one simple thing. Doing your work with love. Love keeps you from giving up. Love helps you restart with a smile. Love turns every product, every project, every customer into a step in your own growth. When you help others become more beautiful and happier, you are healing yourself. This is the greatest secret of those who work with heart. The 3 layers, learning the craft, learning people, learning to be human, are 3 stages of evolution on one path. Those who learn the craft have skill. Those who learn people have connection. Those who learn to be human have blessings and freedom. When these 3 unite, you are no longer simply a businessperson. You become someone who creates happiness through beauty. You beautify others, and in doing so, you beautify your own soul. This is the beginning of healing-based entrepreneurship. You may not grasp everything after just one listen, so watch this video in full and subscribe to the channel so you can revisit it whenever you need. The philosophy of education and humanity in the fashion and beauty business. If the first part helps us understand that success begins with mastering the craft, understanding people, and becoming a better human being, then this part goes deeper, helping us see the humanistic meaning behind the path of beauty. Business is not merely a game of profit. Business in fashion and beauty, when done with the right intention, becomes a journey of inner transformation, of creating blessings, and of spreading spiritual beauty. Behind every dress, every lipstick, every hairstyle, and every confident gaze of a woman is the energy of the artisan, the one who has planted a beautiful seed into the world. And that seed, if sown with purity and nurtured with good conditions, will surely bloom into sweet fruit. That is the philosophy of cause, condition, effect, nyan, duyen, qua, on the path of entrepreneurship in beauty. The mindset of cause, condition, effect. In every aspect of life, business or creativity, Every result we receive today begins from a tiny seed once planted. If we plant seeds with greed, we harvest exhaustion. If we plant seeds with the desire to win, we harvest rivalry. But if we plant seeds with kindness, sincerity, and a desire to create real value, then one day, without fail, we will harvest gratitude and happiness. In the beauty industry, cause is what we put into each product. The care, precision, honesty, and respect for natural beauty. Condition is how we treat people, every smile, every word, every encounter, every customer who comes and goes. Effect is the final outcome, not merely revenue, but reputation, trust, and love. When we understand that cause is not just action but also the intention behind it, we become more mindful of every thought, every word, every act. We stop comparing, stop envying, stop resenting, stop fearing. Because we know that if our heart is pure, goodness will eventually find its way back to us. At that moment, our learning, whether technical or business, no longer serves just to make a living, but to elevate ourselves, spread positive energy, and beautify the human spirit. True success is not measured by how much money you earn, but by how many hearts you touch. A businessperson may be wealthy, but if they bring no value to the community, that wealth is merely a lonely pile of material. On the other hand, someone who gives, who plants good seeds, who works with a clear heart, their every step becomes a stairway toward blessings and freedom. And then they realize they no longer need to chase success. When they walk the right path, success naturally comes to them, transforming negative mindset into positive energy. Most people fail in entrepreneurship not because they lack talent, but because they carry too much negative energy. They begin with fear, fear of lacking, fear no one will trust them, fear no one will buy, fear losing, fear being judged. But remember, the energy you hold inside is the energy you radiate outside. If you carry fear, customers will feel it. If you carry belief, the world will respond with opportunity. Thus, the first step in starting a beauty business is to change the story inside yourself. From, "I'm poor, I'm struggling, I have no capital," shift to, "I can, I am worthy, I am on my way to success." This is not a slogan, it is a promise to yourself. When you believe you are worthy, your actions change. When you believe you can, your learning expands. When you believe your work has meaning, your heart begins to lead the way. Hard work alone is not enough. Many in this field work 14 hours a day and still get nowhere. Because they work to finish, not to improve. They work out of habit, not a system. They work with effort, but not with thinking. A wise worker knows when to pause, observe, learn, calculate, and recharge. A person with mindset asks, "Does this action lead me in the right direction? Is what I'm doing truly creating value for others?" When you dare to change your perspective, from merely doing tasks to creating value, everything around you begins to shift. Instead of asking, "How do I sell?" you ask, "How do I make my customers feel better?" Instead of fearing lost customers, you create connections so they naturally return. Instead of rushing, you choose to go slow, but right, and deep. Success does not come from speed, but from direction. You can run fast for 6 months, but if you go the wrong way, it may take 6 years to turn back. If you move slowly but correctly, you still move closer to the life you desire. Entrepreneurs in fashion and beauty must learn one truth. No one can save you, except yourself. No course, no secret formula can help if you refuse responsibility for your life. Change does not begin with action. It begins with belief. And that belief must come from understanding, not illusion. When you change your mindset, you don't just change your work. You change your destiny. You move from surviving to shining. From a worker of the craft to a master of your energy. This is the path of the awakened entrepreneur, working with love and gratitude. Finally, let's speak of the deepest source of success, love and gratitude. In a world full of materialism and glamour, It's easy to forget that beauty work is not just making others look good, but helping them see their own worth. This only happens when you truly love the profession. Love it so deeply that every touch feels like touching a living soul. Working with love means treating every project, every client, every product, as an opportunity to spread good energy. You no longer work for money, you work for the joy of seeing someone confident, radiant, and happy. For in their happiness, you see yourself. Gratitude keeps you humble. Grateful for clients who give you the chance to serve. Grateful for the profession that sustains you. Grateful for life placing you here, to beautify the world. When a product is created with gratitude, it has a soul. Its uniqueness lies not in price or appearance, but in the energy of its creator. Customers may not articulate it, but they can feel it. That is the power of true beauty, beauty born from a pure heart in grateful hands. Success, ultimately, is not a destination. It is a journey. A journey where you live fully with what you love, do what you believe in, and witness others' happiness because of you. If you reach the end and realize you have money but no joy, that is not success, that is emptiness. But if you can smile each day, grateful for the work you love, you are already wealthier than many. Let love and gratitude become the two wings that carry you far, so that when you look back, you not only see success, but a life deeply meaningful. When we understand cause, condition, effect, we stop looking for shortcuts. When we transform our mindset, we stop judging. When we work with love and gratitude, we stop comparing. Then, the profession is no longer a burden, it becomes a spiritual path of growth. Business is no longer a battle, it becomes a healing journey through every act of creating value for others. And when a beauty professional begins to live this way, they are no longer just practicing a craft. They are cultivating merit, inspiring action. After we have learned the craft, understood people, and grasped the path of cause and condition, the next step is no longer about knowing more, but about beginning to act. Because no dream ever becomes reality if it stays only on paper. No one ever succeeds by sitting still and waiting for the perfect moment. That moment will never come. The real moment is right now. If part 1 and part 2 awakened your awareness, then this part is an invitation for you to step into action. To walk out into the world with your own light. Action is not just working, it is living in the right direction. Why do we learn, if not to change our lives? Learning is to change your life. Learning is not to know more, but to live differently. A true learner doesn't write notes only with their hands, but with their heart. Every lesson learned is a seed helping them become a better version of themselves. In the fashion and beauty industry, many people stop at the skill threshold. They are good, but they are not free. They have technique, but they are still dependent. They work well, yet they remain trapped in the cycle of clients, time, and pressure, because they have not yet learned how to take ownership. Ownership here is not simply having a shop or a brand. It is owning your mindset, your energy, your emotions, and your choices. They know when to work and when to rest. They know what brings real value and what is just temporary illusion. A person who only practices the craft will ask, "How can I get more clients?" A person who owns the craft will ask, "How can clients remember me and stay with me?" A craftsperson looks at costs. A business owner looks at value. A skilled craftsperson can make a living, but a person who owns their mindset and energy builds a career and creates positive impact for many others. If you work in beauty, fashion, or self-care, ask yourself, am I selling a product or selling trust? Am I serving clients or walking alongside them? A small shift in the question will create a big shift in your life. From today, look again at the path you are walking. You are not just earning a living. You are building a career. You are not just making others beautiful. You are making life more beautiful. You are not just doing a job. You are creating influence. When a craftsperson begins to think like an entrepreneur, and an entrepreneur still keeps the heart of a craftsperson, That is when they reach the peak of their profession. The peak is not fame. It is the ability to live lightly with the work you love. Free in your heart and abundant in your spirit. That is why we learn. To become free. The key lesson. Knowing where you are going. On the entrepreneurial journey, many begin with passionate energy, but soon burn out because they don't know where they're heading. Like a boat sailing without a map. The harder you row, the more lost you become. Therefore, the most important step for anyone who seeks success is not action, but direction. You must know where you are going. It sounds simple, but within it lies an entire philosophy of life, of the craft, and of freedom. Knowing where you are going means knowing your true purpose. Is it money or value? Fame or meaning? Short-term gain or long-term sustainability? When you are clear about your purpose, you will know what to keep and what to release. You will know who to walk with and who to smile at and gently move on from. You will stop panicking when the market shifts, because you no longer chase others. You are walking your own path. Spend a quiet moment each day and ask yourself, does what I am doing today bring me closer to my goal? If the answer is yes, continue, even if it's hard. If the answer is no, stop, even if it's painful. A person who knows where they are going has no need to rush. A person who doesn't know, even if they run fast, is still lost. When your destination is clear, even the smallest action becomes meaningful. The way you work, speak, post, advise, the way you step out each morning, all carry the energy of your goal. And the most beautiful goal is not to have more, but to become someone who helps others believe they can too. That is the essence of healing-based entrepreneurship. Success doesn't come from defeating others, but from awakening the goodness within yourself and within them. Commitment, the shared journey. In the end, the journey of beauty, business, and entrepreneurship is not a journey of one person, but of awakened souls walking together. A class, an organization, a brand, a community, only has meaning when each person within it has commitment. The learner must commit to themselves. Practice every day, not only to become better, but to understand themselves more. Complete small steps, not perfectly, but consistently. Turn knowledge into action, and action into habit. Remember, no one succeeds because of excitement. They succeed because of commitment. When you are truly committed, every excuse becomes small. You no longer ask, is it easy? You ask, what must I do? And then you do it, with your whole heart. Mentors, teachers, guides, those who walk ahead, must also carry their own commitments. To accompany truthfully, without sugarcoating or exaggeration. To inspire through action, not through slogans. To share real opportunities so every learner can find their own path. Not merely follow someone else's footsteps. When learners commit to learning genuinely, and teachers commit to teaching genuinely, a sincere community forms. In that community, everyone knows. The success of one does not take away the opportunity of another. In fact, the more people succeed, the more positive energy spreads, creating an endless circle of blessings. Commitment is a promise. But more importantly, it is a promise to your own conscience. When you keep that promise, you need no recognition, because the universe has already witnessed it. Entrepreneurship is not the beginning of a job. It is the beginning of a new life. A life of freedom, direction, meaning, value, and heart. When you learn to change, know where you are going, and commit to living truthfully on that path, you will realize, success is not something I search for. It is something I am becoming. In summary, when we finish all 4 parts of this journey, we see that the path of business in fashion and beauty has never been merely about sales or technique. It is a journey of consciousness, character, love, and mindfulness in every action of every day. Those who enter the field to get rich may earn money. Those who enter to make others beautiful will be loved. And those who enter to beautify life and their own soul will leave behind a legacy, even without saying a word. To learn fashion and beauty is first to learn to understand beauty. Beauty is not only in color or shape, but in how we touch life. How we look at an imperfect face, yet still see its charm. How we look at a body with flaws, yet still see its precious story. When we truly understand beauty, we stop judging, stop comparing. We simply want to honor the life present in every person. When a tailor chooses each stitch with care, when a hairstylist gently lifts each strand, when a makeup artist enhances a face with kindness, they are not just doing their job. They are planting seeds of love. They are giving someone the belief that they deserve love and deserve to shine. Business in beauty is business in energy. If inside you is patience, gratitude, honesty, and kindness, then every product you create carries that energy. And that energy will return to you naturally. A customer who feels safe with you, a sincere referral, an opportunity that opens, a friendship that begins. All are the fruits of seeds planted with a pure heart. Do not see your work as a race. See it as a path to cultivate your own soul. Every profession has difficulty. But if you walk with love, then difficulty is only the outer shell of a gift. After each challenge, you become wiser, calmer, deeper. When you truly understand that beauty is not to chase societal standards, but to help people feel confident in themselves, you have crossed the boundary of being just a practitioner. You have become a guide to happiness. A woman leaving your studio is not only more beautiful, she smiles because she feels respected. A man wearing your design is not only sharper, he feels worthy. You realize you are not selling products. You are giving the energy of confidence and peace. The fashion and beauty industry is an industry of light. But true light does not come from the stage. It comes from the inner self of the artisan. When you are calm inside, your light radiates outward. When you work with love, your light heals others. When you work with gratitude, your light guides your path and dissolves fear. Beauty is not just a job. It is a way of living, a way of seeing life with love, a way of acting with compassion, a way of succeeding without losing peace. To learn fashion and beauty is not only to earn wealth, but to beautify people, life, and your own soul. When your soul is beautiful, everything you touch becomes beautiful. And when you live this way, life reflects back to you. Like a clear, gentle, grateful mirror. Let every workday be a day of cultivation. Every product, a flower of kindness. Every customer, a blessed connection. Every success, proof that what is done with love will never be lost. When you understand this, you no longer need to prove your success. Your inner peace speaks for itself. And one day, looking back, you will smile and say, I lived a meaningful life. I made others beautiful. I made life beautiful. And I made my own soul beautiful. Thank you for listening and walking this journey with me. If these words touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe, so we can spread this positive energy to even more people. Leave a comment and share your feelings. I would love to listen and continue this healing journey with you through beauty. Wishing you peace, steadiness, and confidence on your chosen path. May you practice your craft with a bright heart. Live a life beautiful in spirit, strong in your profession, and joyful in every moment. You have become a guide to happiness. The woman who walks out of your studio is not only more beautiful, she smiles because she feels respected. The man wearing the outfit you designed is not only sharper, he feels more valued. That is the moment you realize you are not selling a product. You are offering the energy of confidence and peace. The fashion and beauty industry is an industry of light. But true light does not come from the stage. It comes from the inner world of the artisan. When you are quiet within, that light radiates outward. When you work with love, that light heals those around you. And when you work with gratitude, that light illuminates your own path and dissolves every fear. Beauty is not just a profession, it is a way of living. A way of seeing life with loving eyes. A way of acting with a compassionate heart. A way of succeeding without losing your inner peace. To learn fashion and beauty is not only to make a living, but to beautify others, beautify life, and beautify your own soul. Because when your soul is beautiful, everything you touch becomes beautiful. And when you live this way, life reflects you back, like a gentle, luminous mirror filled with gratitude. Let every working day be a day of spiritual practice. Let every creation be a flower of kindness. Let every customer be a blessed encounter through which you offer good fortune. And let every success be proof that anything made with love will never be lost. When you truly understand this, you no longer need to prove that you are successful. Your inner peace becomes the clearest proof. And one day, when you look back, you will smile and say, "I lived a meaningful life. I brought beauty to others. I brought beauty to the world. And I brought beauty to my own soul." Thank you for listening and walking this journey with me. If these words touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe, so we can spread this positive energy to even more people. Leave a comment below and share your feelings. I would love to listen and continue this healing journey with you through beauty. Wishing you peace, steadfastness, and confidence on the path you have chosen. May you practice your craft with a bright heart. Live a life beautiful in spirit, steady in your profession, and joyful in every moment. Thank you again for being here and accompanying me on this path. If something here resonated with your heart, please leave a like, share this message, and subscribe, so we can continue spreading the beautiful values of the fashion and beauty profession to many more. Wishing you peace and clarity on your chosen journey. May you work with a radiant heart. Live a life beautiful within, strong in your craft, and happy in every moment.